What do you think about this Caleb Williams guy who's supposed to be going number one?
Caleb Williams is a real deal. I know other people have talked about Jayden Daniels, but like I said, he's number one on my draft board. 6'1", 214, can throw at any angle. Whether he's in scramble or in the pocket, hell of a competitor. Had a down year, not based on him, but based on he really didn't have an offensive line at USC. Didn't have that much talent. Didn't have a defense. They scored a hell of a lot of points, but they couldn't. But it was basically a track meet every single time they played. They had at least put up 40 something just to stay in games. But yeah. Other than that, he's one heck of a quarterback. My comp for him is Aaron Rodgers.
Whoa, mm-hmm. That's putting a lot on it there, ain't it?
Yep, it is putting a lot on it. Yep.
The fuck?
Yeah. I believe in that dude a lot, man. I believe in that dude. Listen, I'll tell you this. I will say this right now. If the Cowboys could do anything.
Well, okay.
Anything.
Okay.
If you could trade, listen, I'll be willing to trade Michael Parsons and Dak Prescott.
Wow.
Package them up. If I can get to that number one pick.
Wow.
And I'll be grinning all the way.
Him?
For Caleb Williams?
He is in my opinion, it's my opinion. He is a game-changing 10-time Pro Bowler, leading the league in touchdowns, will lead the league in yardage, will lead the league in completions type of quarterback. He is a franchise-changing quarterback. Listen, the Chicago Bears will get it right with the number one overall pick. They will get it right, and they will be set for the next 10 to 15 years. That's how much I believe in Caleb Williams.
You are the first person I've ever heard say that about Caleb Williams.
And
yeah, man.
He'll be the first person that's wrong because Caleb Williams has WNBA energy. I think that Angel Reese will be a better quarterback in Chicago than Caleb Williams. Welcome to Chicago, Angel Reese, and she's more of a man. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
She has more testicular fortitude than that dude does, bro.
Is that because he paints his fingernails wash?
I can't have that. I cannot have that. All right, look. I ain't trying to be funny because we love what is it? What we love the
LGBTQ community.
Yeah, and
we respect those who choose to live an alternative lifestyle.
Yep, especially.
I mean, look at this. I mean, the arm talent is there.
Especially the L's, right, Walt?
Yeah. Oh, well, definitely want to give a shout out to them.
Whatever I'm not. Whatever the dude's lifestyle is, that's his business. As long as you're going to Chicago. You're going to Chicago. You're going to one of the biggest markets.
That's a football city
in the Union. You mean to tell me the city of broad shoulders are pretty much are going to accept his lifestyle and that particular sport at that particular situation? And he was at USC. He was at liberal USC, jumping into his mom's arms. You mean to tell me right now that going up to Chicago, playing in the NFL, his teammates, the media, the coaching staff are not going to question his ass
I can't respect someone who wants
of the week.
Hold on, I can't respect someone who wants to be a cat dog. That don't sit right with me.
Yes, because he is the most talented player in the draft. I'm not going on his lifestyle. I just go on the tape I've been watching for the last 2 weeks. He's the
best player.
He is the most talented player, in my opinion, in the draft as far as being able to scramble, throw on the move, throw in the pocket, able to read defense, able to process coverage fast. And I know people like to say, well, because his lifestyle. He's a highly.
Do we have a confirm what his lifestyle is?
I don't know. I don't care.
Okay.
He's got dog in him. He is a competitor.
What kind of dog? Like a dog like this.
You know what I mean, Tobias. You know what I mean. He got dog in him. He's a competitor. He is a fierce competitor. Unlike some quarterbacks here and just down the road, when the lights are bright, his eyes won't be bugging out in his head, wondering about what the hell just happened. He's actually going to match guys. So
that is unfair.
Listen, the Bears are sitting pretty. Finally, they get it right. This will be the best quarterback they've ever had, including McMahon, and he won a Super Bowl.
Stop. And then I'll jump in and I'll say this: wrong. You're wrong.
No, I'm not wrong.
He won't lead the Bears to a Super Bowl. He's not Jim McMahon or Tim McMahon or Ed McMahon.
Hold on. You just proved my point because you couldn't even get his first name.
Linda McMahon.
He not none of McMahon. He not Stephanie McMahon. He not none of them, bro.
Ed McMahon.
Oh, I'm sorry. He could be Stephanie McMahon.
Wow, come on, man. Quit franking on the dude because his lifestyle. That's his lifestyle.
We don't know what his lifestyle is, though. We can't confirm that.
We don't. We don't know his lifestyle.
Which is very confusing to me because if I'm an NFL governor, I won't say owner. If I'm an NFL owner, governor, whatever, I need to know because back in the day, a few years ago, we were all wondering what these players' scores were on the Wonder League test. So now, GMs are asking Dez Bryant, "Is your mom a crack whore? Is your mom a prostitute?" So, okay, GMs, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and ask him. Ask the man himself. What's going on in your personal life, bro?
I think because of that, what happened with Dez Bryant, they don't ask those kind of personalized questions anymore. Because I think that dude got fired.
And but at the same time, I still think that they should ask questions, just word them differently. There's a way to find out some shit. So what were you doing at the Final Four with the whose phone were you holding? Why the pink nails? Were you that emotional when you jumped in your mom's arms after the game?
Sometimes you gotta cry.
Beyonce fun.
You got some good passes, Kendrick.
Would you
look at these, man? I'm going on talent.
Real shit like that, bro.
I'm going on talent.
These are some good passes, I will admit.
That dude has Aaron Rodgers written all over him to me.
Well, okay.
I mean, and hold on. You should, and you know what? That's a great comp because Aaron Rodgers got his little thing he got going on too with his little sassy self.
Aaron Rodgers.
So they're actually pretty good.
Bro, he's not De La Hoya, bro. He's Aaron Rodgers. That's my comp. Okay, that's my comp. I think Caleb Williams could be Oscar De La Hoya if we talking about some real shit. And y'all know I'm talking about at home.
Okay.
That's my comp.
All right.
Okay. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on. Let's go to the let's just do quarterbacks real quick. Let's go to my number. Well, he'd be the number 2 pick in the draft with the Commanders. He's my number 2 on overall board. That is Jayden Daniels, LSU quarterback, 6'4", 210, rocket of an arm. Has gazelle legs, long strider. Worried about him taking a lot of hits. Very fearless. Will stand in there, will take the hit to deliver the pass, has all types of talent. The best dual threat quarterback in the draft by a mile with throwing and running. Won the Heisman, big time talent. My comparisons to him, and I'm throwing it way back because I had to really look at how the body type, how he was built. Long, tall, lanky quarterback. He's prime Randall Cunningham.
Really?
Prime?
Yeah.
Prime Randall, 1988, 87. '89 Randall Cunningham. Before all the injuries started happening to his legs.
Do you know who I see in him? I see like bruiser quarterbacks. Guys that are more physical. I think that Randall Cunningham was more a finesse player to me. But Cunningham was, I mean, he got, he ran, he got tough yards, things like that. I see him more of a Steve McNair. A guy that's been, that would take rib shots, that would still get the ball down the field, and then also not afraid to get, outside the pocket and run. Steve McNair was that dude, and also Warren Moon. And I don't know, old people will be
better athlete than Warren Moon. Way better athlete than Warren Moon.
Better athlete, maybe because of.
I mean, Warren Moon wasn't running no 80 yards and just leaving dudes. Running 80 yards and just leaving dudes.
All right, so then go back to Steve McNair. What we need him to be, though, is a better thrower of the football. And then a lot of black quarterbacks, we actually hear that a lot, about black quarterbacks being better throwers of the football, which is why I give Dak Prescott so much high.
We haven't gotten to that part yet, too, bro.
It's because what happens is black quarterbacks are always compared to be that. Oh, can he run? His speed, Michael Vick. Can he run? Can he run? Vince Young. Can he run? Can he run? Can he run? Can he run? But we haven't really seen since Warren Moon, since Steve McNair, better passers, better arm guys. Even with Quincy Carter.
And that's why I put the comparison to Randall Cunningham, because Randall Cunningham, one thing about Jayden Daniels can do, he's the best deep ball thrower in this draft. And one thing we know about Randall Cunningham, Randall Cunningham could flick it, and he could flick it accurately down the field. Those passes he used to throw to Mike Quickman. You remember Tobias? Randall Cunningham could throw it on the run, 60 yards on the line. He could throw it 70 yards.
80 yards. Yeah, he had an 80-yard throw once.
It wasn't difficult, and we're not comparing to Randall. Jay McDaniels is a long strider. He's a long strider, but like I said, he will take hits. Randall Cunningham took a lot of hits. That's what shortened Randall Cunningham's career. I hope he doesn't end up like Randall Cunningham. I hope he stays like prime. Randall Cunningham took a lot of injuries that he didn't have to because he was so fierce, and that ended up shortening his career. If you remember,
Rodney Pete?
No,
I'm talking about Two Broke says.
No, this dude's way better, Rodney Pete. It's a different player.
Rodney Pete was pretty good.
Rodney Pete was pretty good at USC, but this is a different animal right here. You talking about right here. This is a different animal. I'm literally, if it was me, I'm just talking to Cowboy fans, I'm gonna tell you the truth right now. And I love, how I feel about Caleb Williams. I wish the Bears.
About you too.
I wish the Bears would take Jayden Daniels. I don't want him anywhere in this division. Give the Cowboys all them headaches for the next 10 years. Tobias, how Randall Cunningham used to torture us. That's why I said he used to torture us for the 5 or 6 years in his prime. I used to kill the Cowboys, running and throwing. That's why I said, look at this. I mean, look at this.
That's against Ole Miss, though.
But still, he's run. It's still an SEC. It's the best league in football. He's still running away from dudes. He was doing that against Alabama.
Hey, look. Chicken said the same thing. I'm thinking they gonna take him, which is why.
Because they need a quarterback.
Well, which is also why, though. Check this out, though. Which is also why being the number 2 pick is better than being the number 1 pick. Like teams just like
Greg means Oden. More money at number 1, Vosh.
Yeah, just like Greg Oden and all them people like that.
Look at that throw.
Like it takes the pressure off you at number 2 versus number 1. Look at Kevin Durant.
I'm sorry, Vosh. Go ahead.
Look at Kevin Durant and Greg Oden. Like, look who went there and look who went there. I mean, didn't Durant go number 2?
Yeah, well, Portland did that twice.
Exactly. So, like, that's
what Brandon Roy 1 year and then Greg Oden the next year.
But go ahead.
And then they took LaMarcus Aldridge one year.
No, we talking about way back when they took what's called over Jordan.
Oh yeah. Sam Bowie.
Sam Bowie over Jordan.
Hey, Kendrick, am I crazy or Jayden Daniels? I kind of see a little RG3 in him.
Yeah, he's got RG3, but I don't think he's gonna be. I think he's a better thrower of the ball than RG3. That's why I said Randall Cunningham. But you can put little Taz RG3 in. You can put little Taz RG3 in. Yeah. But either way, it's a problem. It's a problem for if you're the Cowboys. It's a problem. So Mike Zimmer, get ready. All right, let's moving on. To our number 3 quarterback in the draft. He's overall on my board. He's 5th, and that's one Drake May, quarterback out of UNC. Sorry, Tovas. 6'4".
UNC, unfortunately.
6'4", 223. A howitzer for an arm. Had a great had a good season this past season, but had a great season the year before last in 2022. Comparisons, a cheap man's Justin Herbert.
You know I like me some Herb.
Yeah, he's got the length, he's got the height. He throws exactly like Justin Herbert. We kind of got that side home flick where it's not, Now, only thing with Drake is he has a tendency to be very inaccurate at times on his passes. Sometimes he started when he has to throw on the run, he gets kind of off, and the ball may go any kind of way. But when he has to just sit there and just throw it, he's got just as much great arm talent as anybody in this draft. Drake May, quarterback out of UNC.
Drake May reminds me of Colt McCoy.
Well, that's not a good comparison because Colt McCoy didn't turn out to be anything in the in the NFL.
Colt McCoy wasn't on anybody's first round pick.
You know what's funny though? He beat the Cowboys on Thanksgiving.
He did. Oh,
pretty
sure
Cowboys fans. He reminds me of that.
Some people say that's not an easy. Some people say it's not an easy feat there, Vosh. Yeah. Some people say
to beat the Cowboys on Thanksgiving is hella tough, and Colt McCoy helped do that. And so Drake May.
Was that Washington when he did? Was that Washington when he did that?
Yeah, it was Washington. Yeah, and so that's my comparison. He's not really lanky. He's not tall. He makes all the great decisions. Big arm, yes.
It was raining that day.
McCoy's arm.
It was raining that day, Vosh. When that happened
at AT&T Stadium.
No, I think that was Texas Stadium. I think it was Texas Stadium when Dez Bryant was Romo threw that ball.
Dez Bryant never played at Texas Stadium. That was the AT&T Stadium.
Oh, maybe it was.
No, you're right. Dez never played. Dez never played it.
Oh, maybe that was another game. Dez Bryant was diving for the ball. We were playing Washington. Yeah, he was diving for the ball, and it was raining, and it slipped out. I don't think that was Thanksgiving.
That's got to be a away game then.
That was a away game. Mm-hmm. You're right.
But Colt McCoy. I mean, he kind of looks just like Colt McCoy as well. The way the way he wears his pads, where he wears the socks and everything else. Like I just see Colt McCoy in this kid, and maybe a better Colt McCoy. Not to mention Colt McCoy's his football career is pretty awesome. And Chase Daniel as well. Like just because you don't really make it, as a starter in your league, don't mean you can be a backup for 14 years. And but I mean to be a draft pick though, I don't see where.
Hey, Vosh, just to clarify, the Cowboys never play away on Thanksgiving, right? It's always at home, right?
No.
No. They played away before on Thanksgiving, but
I think that was the Washington game. I think that Washington game. I think they were away in that Washington game then.
Not when they lost. Not the Colt McCoy. Not when they lost. Colt McCoy beat the Cowboys at AT&T Stadium.
Oh, okay.
And I think Robert Griffin helped him. It was like 35-18.
Oh yeah, he got hurt, didn't he?
Yeah, it was something like that. Yes.
But like I said with Drake May, kind of erratic when he has to move his feet so suddenly. But when he has to just stand there and just flick it, he's one of the best, man. He can throw the ball. He's not as athletic as the first two guys that's gonna be picked to hit him, but he has some athleticism. He just when throwing have to throw on the run suddenly. This past season he had a tendency to be inaccurate very much. But yeah, he's gonna make somebody he's gonna make a great prospect. Like I say, all these guys are prospects. You don't know what they're gonna do, but it got them tired of going to New England. So let's move on. We're just gonna do 5 of these quarterbacks. We're gonna do 5 of them. The number 4 quarterback on my draft board, and he's moving up the draft board. Some people say he's the wild card in the draft as far as quarterback. Some people say he could be the sleeper. He could go all over the place. He's number 14th in my overall, and that is the guy who just won the national championship, J.J. McCarthy, quarterback, Michigan, 6'3", 219.
You're not gonna do what's it, Michael Penix Jr.?
Yeah. Well, he's number 6 on my board.
Oh wow. Who's the quarterback again? We're doing
J.J. McCarthy, quarterback out of Michigan. My comp for him is Alex Smith.
Alex Smith.
Yeah.
Really?
Listen. It's a big gap between these first 3 quarterbacks and him. Listen.
I like that though.
J.J. McCarthy is a good quarterback. I don't know if he'll be a great one. He's a quarterback. He's the best game manager as far as any of the quarterbacks. I think that's what he did at Michigan. He was a great game manager. He made the plays he needed to, but he was on a great football team at Michigan. All they needed him to do was not to turn over the ball, not to mess it up. I think Michigan ran the ball 60% of the time and threw it 40% of the time. So they didn't need to rely on him just to make a few plays, which he did. I mean, he took them to a national championship, won a national championship. He was the quarterback. But he's a guy who has good arm talent. He has problems. He has problems with accuracy, especially down the field. Ball tends to go all over the place down the field. But he's a leader. He's got guts. He's got grit. He lives for the big moment. He will make a big play when he has to, especially if you doubt him. So J.J. McCarthy, my number 4 quarterback on my draft. Comp Alex Smith.
McCarthy will be an eventful. Will be an eventful. Is that eventful?
Eventual
backup for a bus.
Backup or
he's a wild card. He's a wild card. He can start for 10 years. Or yeah, he can end up being a backup in 4 or 5 years. It happens.
You know what's funny though? Ain't nothing wrong with that though. I mean, again, like if you go, the only thing wrong with that is if GMs see and take these dudes at 5, at 4, and first round selections.
But yeah, well, get ready, because the word on the street is Minnesota is highly on this guy, and they are going to trade up in the top 10 to get him.
Okay. So hey, what's your scouting report on Bo Nix?
Okay, Bo Nix, 6'2", 214. He's one of the older quarterbacks in the league. First started at Auburn. No, his daddy quarterbacked Auburn. But then get in the transport portal. Went to Oregon. Put up all hella kind of yards. Some people may say against a weak defensive conference in the Pac-10. But my comp for him, people gonna like this, but don't think of this name as a Hall of Famer. Think of where he came out of. Drew Brees. If anybody remember Drew Brees, he didn't have any. He threw for a ton of yards. Came out of Purdue, didn't have a ton of fanfare when he came out of the draft. I think it was a 3rd round pick. Went to San Diego. Remember he got hurt. They traded him. To New Orleans.
He had the shoulder, and he forced himself out of there.
Yeah, him and Phillip Rivers was basically bound. He got hurt. He got traded to to New Orleans, got with the best system, and then took off. With Sean Payton, and then his career took off. But yeah, Bo Nix, man, he's a good quarterback, man. Highly competitive. Can make every throw. The only thing you worry about is sometimes he tends to get swallowed up in the pocket because of his height. It rushes up the middle do bother him. That's why at Oregon they had him in that spread kind of rolling out a lot. Throws better. That's why he throws better on the run than he does in the pocket. But a good quarterback, not a great quarterback, a good quarterback. But hey, if he's in the right system, maybe he goes to Denver with Sean Payton. And hey, he's dealing with Sean Payton has made Magic out of shorter quarterbacks, and he does something with him. But he's going to have to be Bo Nix going to have to be in the right system to be a good quarterback. Because he's in the wrong system, he'll be out the league in 5 years.